to my channel. It's been a minute. I wanted to get on here and talk about my period health and some of the things, new products that I have been trying, products that I'm consistently doing, and some new products that I have that I may or may not have tried yet. So we're just gonna go get started. You guys know period health is very important to me because it is literally a part of your life. It's a part of your hormones, which pretty much affects how you show up in everyday life. If you guys don't know, I suffer from extremely painful menstrual cramps that it just literally takes your girl out, like out of work, out of like my tasks. I'm literally bedridden. So it gets pretty bad. Some months are better than others, but it can be kind of unpredictable, especially when there's research that shows like what you do 3 months prior can affect your cycle in the future, like at that exact date. So like, for example, if it's March or April, like what you did in January, what you ate, your stress can still affect you in the future for that current cycle. So that keep in mind when it comes to like your practices and the things you eat in your diet and your lifestyle. Because just because you stop something doesn't mean that what you've done previously in the previous months can still affect your health. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. So ever since I learned that, I've been even more aware of like the things that I do. So let's go ahead and get to talking about some of the products that I've been using. I guess we can start talking about the topical stuff. I think some of these things I've already kind of shared, but it'll just be a good refresher. I don't know if I've shared this. This is the Arnica Equate, gel. It helps with bruising, muscle pain, stiffness, swelling, injuries. I had got this because I had some backness a while ago, and this really worked for that. But I was like, you know what? I've seen a lot of like gels on the market, like a Tylenol gel, and a lot of the ingredients are the same. So I had looked at the ingredients from the Tylenol gel, and then I looked at this, and it's literally like similar ingredients. And in a lot of period care topical products, there is arnica in it, and then there's some other ingredients in here too that those products share those same like ingredients. So you can get this at Walmart. So I know a lot of people take like Tylenol and Midol, and those do come with like stomach side effects and upset stomach, and then you have to take them with food, and like if you take too many you could potentially get ulcers. So sometimes trying like a topical like a couple days before, if you track your cycle, and just start applying this, that can be helpful. I also have my magnesium spray. This is the same bottle that I've been using. I just started putting this right on my stomach. I used to use this just as a way because I was taking too much magnesium, and it can like upset your stomach and give you gas. So to be able to apply it topically is another good way to, and you can get anywhere. You don't have to get the Now brand. I do like this brand because it's a clean brand, the Now brand. And I do apply an oil after I put this on, just because it does leave, I think, the salts, when it absorbs, it leaves like a salt, and it can be like real drying to the skin. So I will like apply an oil, or like I'll mix, I have this CBD oil. You can get a CBD oil too, because CBD is supposed to be really relaxing and therapeutic. So I'll like mix the two. I'll also put these in a bath. So I have my magnesium salt spray, and I did this the day before my cycle. I could feel literally when my cycle was gonna come on because I track it. So I could literally feel that it was gonna come on like the day before it came. So I was like, you know what, I really need to take my magnesium bath because I have all of this Epsom salt, and I purposely got it to be able to take baths. And it's super relaxing. I have this period menstrual relief one from Dr. Teal's. I think you can get this at Target. I just went ahead and got this one because it's a little bit cheaper. As long as you're just using Epsom salt, it's fine. And I put a lot more than I normally do put in there. I sprayed some magnesium oil, added some CBD oil in there. What else did I put in there? I think that's pretty much it. And it made a huge difference on day 1. Day 2, day 3, I did have some heavy cramping, but for day 1, I did really feel a difference. So I want to start making sure I take a bath. It's not recommended to take a bath on your period. I don't know, because I believe it like kind of stops the blood from flowing. And I know your blood really should always be in flow and flowing. So I'm not 100% sure like about the research in regards to that, or how true that is. So if you're somebody who takes a bath and it works for you on your period, that's great. I typically just do showers and then I'll do bath before or after. But I did notice a difference on day 1. So I'm going to start making sure that I'm taking a really good soak bath with magnesium salts the day before, day or two before my cycle. I also got this arnica gel. I want to try this. It's literally like just like this. This is from the Beyond brand. They're a natural brand. They sell their products in like Whole Foods and stuff like that. I end up getting this at like a discount store. It's fragrance free, non-greasy, and quickly absorbed. So as soon as I run out of this, I'll start using that. I just don't like to, it's literally the same thing, you guys. I just don't like opening stuff and not using it. Something new that I tried is the Some Days Cramp Cream. I had got a sample. This brand is based out of Canada, and they make natural pain relieving products. And I really, really liked this. It has a lot of natural ingredients. The company is called Luteal Health, which is pretty cool. So that's a phase in your cycle, so you can tell like the brand is named that. Like obviously they're probably well researched and reputable company. But I liked it. It was a small sample, but it actually lasted pretty good, and you don't need much of this. But I ran out. I was trying to order another one. So I may order the full size, but with like shipping and stuff, the shipping isn't cheap from Canada from when I try to order, so I'm getting it. But we'll see about we'll see in the future if I get this. I don't know. It's not cheap. I think it was like $30 a bottle, and I'm very like frugal. Like I like to save my money. And like I also have these, so we'll see. Something else that I have been trying is the wild yam cream. I got this off of Amazon. I was watching, I think, TikTok, and sorry about the lighting if it's like not really showing the products, but I just got this off of, and I thought this was supposed to be like a salve, like almost like a Vaseline texture is what I was from what I understood about like buying this. But this is really more of like a cream. It's really like a white cream. I've still been using it, and it's supposed to, this is a progesterone cream, so it's supposed to essentially, I think, lower your progesterone. It's supposed to balance out your hormones. So I do this at night and in the morning. Sometimes I forget, but when I first got it, I was really, really on it. And you just put it on different parts of your body. So like for instance, you would rub it here at night, like a dime size amount, and then in the morning you would rub it here, and then at night you would rub it here. So, and then in the morning on the next day you could rub it here, and then where was the other place you could put it? And then you could rub it like on your chest at night. And then the next day you could rub it on your right breast. And then that following night you could rub it on your left breast. So as far as, that's all I know about the wild yam cream. I don't notice a huge difference with this, but a lot of reputable like naturopaths, there was one lady, I think her name was like Beth or something. She recommended this. I cannot remember her name, but she's like a world-renowned naturopath, and she talks a lot about women's health, and she recommended this wild yam cream, but I don't know if I'm using the right one. But the ingredients are super clean. It's got chasteberry, wild yam, red clover, cranberry bark, dandelion, castor oil. So like really good ingredients that I feel safe using, even if it's not anything. So yeah, let me know if you guys have heard of the wild yam and do y'all use it. I'm gonna continue to use it. Just because I know it has benefits. And sometimes things are working and they have benefits. You may not be able to like really feel it or notice it, but and sometimes the benefits don't happen until like long term. Like not everything is instant gratification. You have to just kind of like stay committed and keep things, especially if you're taking advice from people who are like doctors and practitioners and they're recommending things. You just want to try it, stick with it, and then just see if there's going to be long-term benefits, especially if you're not having any like instant adverse effects. You know, I would just keep on because a lot of people were saying that this really works well. I think I talked about these. These are the drip patches. They heat up. You literally just, I have like 3 left, but like if I have to run an errand or something, I literally stay at home during that time. Or if I just feel like putting one on, I will, and it heats up. It gets pretty hot. I end up getting this at a discount store. These are patch relief pads. I know it says knee pain, but check this out. The ingredients on here, it's got wormwood, capsicum, ginger extract, camphor, menthol. A lot of these ingredients are in like the patches that you would already put on your stomach anyway, or they're in like these period bombs and stuff. So I already know like this would work just like that. I actually officially got a castor oil pack set. I'm so excited. I used it last night, and this part opens right here, and I can put like an ice pack in here, which I never would. I would only put, actually some women do say that really cold things help help down there, but I've always, I mean, I guess it depends on the person, because from my understanding, like I thought heat was the best because it's getting the blood flowing, it's keeping that blood, the movement in your blood going. And I know like when it comes to TC, traditional Chinese medicine, when it comes to their focus on women's health, they say to avoid cold things like cold drinks, ice cream, especially on your cycle. Like it's best to consume hot things and stay warm to keep the blood flowing, and that's going to prevent cramping. But I'm in a couple period support groups, and they do, and some of the women have commented and said that cold things help their soul. I probably wouldn't do it, but anyway, you can unzip this and you can put like a hot pack in here. I do have a hot pack upstairs that I can use on top of this and put it in, or put it inside. And I really like it. It straps up. I just put it right on my stomach, strap it up, and it literally stays on all night. It stayed on all night. Like it didn't even move. That was my concern, because I was like, you know, if I get one of these, is it gonna move? Because I have the OG DIY one where you just cut the muslin cloth. I think I've showed y'all this in my last period video. And I'm actually thinking about just taking the muslin cloth and just putting it in here and then just wrapping that on. But the original one just moves so much. Like I have to kind of like band it with a lot of saran wrap and t-shirts, and I use like a bandage band. But it's a lot of movement, and I'm kind of like a rough sleeper where like when I'm knocked out, I'm knocked out. So I'm not trying to really be worried like is this gonna fall off or not. So it's just nice to know that you have this insured, that it's not gonna move. So the last thing that I have to talk about are supplements. You guys already know I take magnesium. Supposed to be taking that a week before my cycle. On my cycle, it does make a difference, and it does help with pain, because magnesium helps to relax your body, and so it's going to relax everything, your muscles and everything like that. Um, Magnesium is not really in the soil of our food, so it's hard for us to get it in our natural diet. So that's why a lot of health practitioners recommend taking a magnesium supplement. Sorry, guys. I think camera froze. The next thing that I've been taking that is also recommended from a lot of online period practitioners is a fish supplement. So this is an omega EPA DHA. I usually take this at night, and I'll take it with magnesium. I have done a little bit of research on like what supplements to take with what. I need to kind of do a refresher on that. I do take for my specific period pain, while I'm on my period, like three that I have to take is cinnamon. You want to take 1,200 milligrams 3 times a day. I have turmeric, so I will take turmeric as well. I just got curcumin, which I think is from yams or sweet potato. So when I run out of my turmeric, I'm gonna take the curcumin, and then I take evening primrose with that. So it'll be cinnamon, turmeric, and curcumin, and I'll take those 3 times a day. Um, and I up the cinnamon. And when I first started taking cinnamon, it really, really, really did. I noticed a huge improvement with my cycle. But I don't know if like my threshold. Also, these are 500. The first batch that I took was like 1,000 or 1,200, which is the recommended dose if you have cramps. So I take cinnamon, evening primrose, and turmeric. Let's let's see. So I also take DIM. If we're talking about estrogen and progesterone, I take DIM. I learned about DIM from I'm almost out of this bottle. It's literally down here. So I've been good with taking it. I just want to talk to video out for you guys. If you have any recommendations, I really do want to create a period community in the comments, and know if you like any of these products, if you try them, and what is your like dose recommendation. I'm curious that also. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys in my next video.